Okay, good morning. Puck is at school at the moment, which is great. Yeah. She loves it, and I only have this guy to deal with. Maarten is out getting some stuff, and since it's raining and we have the fire on, this video is all about boat. I need to do some clothes mending. Some buttons came off these shirts, so I think that's a good rainy day thing to do. Hey, Bo? All done. And one of these done. Took me 10 minutes. It's really easy. Not a really big job, but it's really one of those things that just never happens because we're always outside. So happy to have that done. I have plenty of bigger other projects on clothing things, but they require sewing machines and all that stuff, so we're not going to do that now. I love the greenhouse for what it can grow, but one of the annoying things here still is that I have to water it by hand every few days. So yeah, let's do that.
Welcome to the top of the world. We're here to continue our repair on the digger. The scope of this whole thing, we started with burning brush here, and I used the digger to move the earth and make a place that we could safely burn. And then the starter died, but we thought it was the battery that died. So we replaced the battery first, and then we replaced the starter. And to get to the starter, we had to remove the fuel tank, which led us to us finding out that the fuel lines were not great or leaking. And so I had to replace those as well, which were all separate trips on separate days to Castelo Branco. And so that took time. And then in the meantime, there was a lot of rain, so we couldn't work on it all the time. So we had to wait because I can't really get out of the rain up here. So hopefully now everything is set up so that we can try and start it again. It should be vented already, so hopefully it will start in a little bit.
I'm making just a simple veggie soup for dinner today with some potatoes, some carrots, some peas for the protein. And then 10 minutes before we are ready to eat, I'm gonna put in some of that leather pasta stuff because we have kids. It's nothing fancy, but it will fill us up and it's kind of healthy, so. You probably know that saying, when it rains, it pours, and that's a double true for us this week. It has been raining for the last 3 to 3 weeks pretty consistently. We had a few nice days, which is like the summer of November, but the rest of it was mostly rain. And then the other part was, of course, our digger. You saw that we tried to start it, and Maarten explained that we already did quite a lot of work on it. It all started when Maarten did the burning. And he wanted to do that to make room to kind of dig another area to have extra space while we build. And he had used the machine to kind of clear a little bit of an area for that burning. And then it wouldn't start again. And of course it's in the most impossible place, like it's down from there and we're in the middle of the bush. Of course that's where it breaks down. I say Maarten and friends, changed the battery, the starter was dead as well, and then fuel lines. So then we hoped it would work again. But our mechanic friend was helping us with this. He's an excellent mechanic, great mechanic, so we really trust him in this. And he said it might also be a compression issue. So he said that if that's the issue, he can do it here. I mean, it's not ideal, but it should be possible. But we don't know. And it might be many more things. Yeah, so the digger is kind of important for us because we needed to build the house and to start digging out this area more. We kind of had the plan, okay, let's do a quick olive harvest and then we can like go full force on this, as well as do a couple jobs to make a little bit of extra money for over the winter. We need our machine for all that. So it's been a little bit of a stressful week. What this is going to mean for the olive harvest is kind of unknown at this point. As you might understand, the digger is very much a priority for us. Even though we were very excited to get started on the olive harvest, kind of put into practice everything we've learned over the couple years, refine our technique, again, we might not get to it, especially considering that we have so much rain in the forecast. I mean, I'm not complaining, but it's not great weather to work in. So yeah, we might do a very late harvest, which is totally possible. The nice thing about olives is that you can harvest over a period of probably about 2 months. It just affects the flavor that you have for the olives, but the presses are open the whole time. Yeah, it's possible, but we're not going to do it in pouring rain, and we do really want to focus on getting the digger back up and running. So tune in next week, hopefully, to see if we get the digger up and running, to see if we maybe get to actually doing an olive harvest. If you want to see more now, you can watch this video or this video, and I'll see you next week.